Tonight, we are going to talk about the use and misuse of religion and its benefits and harms on society. First off, we have Nate and Ramon speaking on the concept of how belief in religion is beneficial or harmful to society. Nate, would you like to start us off?
All right. There are many benefits from the idea of religion and belief. Having a religion and beliefs gives you a purpose, a reason to live. A benefit of religion is the idea of an afterlife. This pretty much means that if you live your life right, then you will have something for you after you die. Religion gives you a guideline on how to live your life. Religion gives you the feeling that even if you're by yourself, you are never alone. God is always there with you. He's always there to protect you, even if it doesn't seem like it. Having a religion or something to believe in can be good for your body also. It can help you overcome problems that you have. It can help with depression, anxiety, and many more things. Studies show that those who have religious attendance once or more a week gain 7 years on their life. Other studies show that people with religious attendance have better immune systems and lower blood pressure. It can also help with those struggling with alcohol and drug problems. Having a belief or a religion gives you that purpose, that reason to live, which can turn into happiness.
Well, I contradict that. Religion is ultimately dependent on belief in invisible beings, inaudible voices, entanglements, undetectable forces, events, and judgments that will happen after we die. We truly cannot know what really to expect afterwards. People have wars, heated arguments, and hatred towards each other on the sole basis of their belief and religion. The Middle East is a great example of conflict over religion. Those lands have been fought over based on their religions, either being Hebrew versus Jew, Christian versus Muslim. It gives people false hope and an unknown source of faith. They believe without knowing, and ultimately do not know what is afterlife.
Well, studies also show that adults and children who have religious participation are less violent and less likely to commit crime. For children, it shows less violence, less drug use, higher school attendance, and a higher chance of graduating from high school. Adults also show less violence and crime and a better chance to not end up on welfare or unemployment.
Now we have Christian and Lauren proving either side of either point.
Alright, so there are many examples of religions or belief systems being used to manipulate people to accomplish a goal set by a ruler. One of the most prominent causes of this is World War II, when Hitler used his Hitler Youth program and the SS to brainwash the young and old. It allowed him to have enough control over his country to attempt to kill every unpure person in Germany and those countries he would later occupy. My second example is focused on religion, and it's on the issue ISIS or ISIL. ISIS or ISIL is a group whose mission is to cleanse the world of those who do not have the same beliefs as them. The leaders of this terrorist group are constantly trying to corrupt the minds of the people to achieve their goal.
Okay, well, there have been cases that beliefs in religion help people and gives them hope in their times of need. When a family member or a friend is suffering, people offer up prayers and stay hopeful for a good outcome. Belief in religion gives people something to look forward to and something to believe in. They make people be the best that they can be, and they seek to strive to do good for others and themselves. One case that religion has benefited a person is Louis Zamperini. Louis was a World War II veteran and a POW in a Japanese camp. Louis endured many hardships during the war, especially with one man in particular, the Bird. The Bird was head of one of the camps that Louis was prisoner in. The Bird made a living hell for Louis because, for many reasons, the Bird hated Louis. Louis was an Olympian and an officer, something that the Bird was not, and this angered him. After the war, Louis had many nightmares about his life in the camp and of the Bird torturing him. At one point, he was strangling his pregnant wife because he thought that she was the Bird. Louis began to drink to escape his pain, but it only caused more pain and more trouble for Louis. Louis's wife saw that a man by the name of Billy Graham was in town, and she thought that it would be beneficial to Louis if he would go to see and hear him talk. Louis wanted nothing to do with him, but eventually gave in to her to make her stop nagging on him to go. Louis went and absolutely hated it, and never wanted to go back. Graham stayed in town for a while, and Louis's wife got Louis to go one more time. This time something different happened. Graham's word, God saves, says, "If you suffer, I'll give you the grace to go onward," really stuck to Louis. He remembered how much he went through during the war, yet he came out alive. He also remembered that he promised God that if God would save him, he would serve God forever. After this moment, Louis was a changed man for the better. Faith and belief in God saved Louis and helped him be the best person that he could be.
So I've read this great book by Kurt Vonnegut. It's called Cradle. Have either of you heard of it?
Yeah, we've heard of it.
Okay. Do you have examples on how religion plays in this book?
Yeah, Bacanism's purpose is to provide people with better and better lives that will keep them from seeing the truth that life is short and brutal. It is their belief in his lies that keeps the people of San Lorenzo alive, and this creates a paradox for Bacanon. Although he is making people's lives better with his lies, by giving them a reason to continue their unhappy existence, he is encouraging them to continue that existence, which actually leads them to experience more real suffering, such as starvation and injuries. One of Bacanism's central ideas is that man has always been responsible for giving life meaning, since it lacks meaning. Thus, the possibility of happy existence in this world, if only man gives life the right meanings, Bacanon's lies are both their source of hope and the reason for their continued acceptance of their destination. And by the end of the novel, it is unclear whether he is right or wrong for propagating his lies.
And there are benefits of Bacanism shown in the Cat's Cradle. The San Lorenzians are very poor. Their island produces no wealth of any kind for them. In a word, their lives are basically miserable. They use Bacanism like any painkiller. It doesn't solve the problem of their existence. It just masks it to make it bearable.